The High Court of Rivers State judgment is not on all fours with the Supreme Court judgment. The Supreme Court judgment is about local government autonomy and the funding. The High Court judgment has to do with the conduct of the election, even leading to the creation of this local government. What I said was that they are both reinforcing the Supreme Court judgment or the High Court, which came later, further consolidated and deepened the processes that must all come in place to make local government administration in Nigeria very, very effective. The second point is to reflect on the question about the election itself and the Federal High Court decision literally directing the Nigerian Police Rivers State Command not to. First is the Federal High Court is a competent court of jurisdiction, like you have said. But the point I made, which was the second correction I wanted to give, is that both the High Court of Rivers State and the Federal High Court are courts of coordinate jurisdiction. Coordinate in the sense that they are almost equal. They are equal in the hierarchy. It is either a High Court or a Federal High Court, but they are High Courts. So those are the two minor clarifications that I desire to make. Now, you cannot, as it were, you cannot expressly debar the police from discharging their statutory and constitutional responsibility. It is almost an anathema. It is almost like saying the legislature should not proceed with the discharge of their constitutional responsibility under the law, or that the executive should not go on and carry on the business of governance. No arm of government has the virus to stop the other from conducting and discharging their functions under the Constitution. You could challenge the outcome of what they do, but you cannot stop them. Even the police itself cannot be stopped from discharging their statutory responsibility under the law. What they do with that power can be challenged, but you cannot, in law, stop them from doing that. In any case, if you look closely at section 215 of the Constitution, and if you recall the case around 2005 involving Chris Ngige, former governor of Anambra State, you would see that the Supreme Court itself had come out clearly in that judgment I'm referencing, involving the Attorney General of Anambra State, where an Attorney General of the Federation, where the Supreme Court came out clearly to say that the governor of a state has the right to direct the commissioner of police in that state to, protect and guarantee law and order in that state. And this is just about a repeat of that situation, in which the issue has now been brought to the fore whether or not the governor could direct that the police, headed by the commissioner of police in that command, should protect. Conduct of election is a civic exercise and also a public engagement in which law and order ought to be protected in a way that guarantees peaceful conduct of the election. And you may have heard that there have been threats arising from, if you like, these conflicting judgments, indicating that law and order may be breached in the process. So the point is clear, the law is clear, the facts are there. Our historical context in this whole affair is also very, very clear. That what we need in Nigeria is that local government elections must be conducted. Gone are those days when it used to be the prerogative of governors who never ever wanted local government elections to be conducted, because that way they continue to extend their fiefdom to local government administrations, and above all, manage the resources of those local government to the detriment of local governance, which was the original idea in the first place. And I think that those who take the contrary view should be able to convince us why we should not have local government elections. What is the danger? And by the way, why are you running to Abuja? If you have a matter within Rivers State, within Lagos State, within Anambra, stay in the state, exhaust your rights, ventilate those rights within the ambits of the judiciary, within those jurisdictions. Why are you going to Abuja?